Today we're going to talk about force-free dog nail trimming. So let's go ahead and get started. Benefits of a short nail. Short nails not only give a neater appearance to the paw, but they also allow the dog to stand, walk, and run normally. Shorter nails do not interfere with the appropriate feedback on balance to the brain when the dog is in motion. Nails are still long enough to use for traction, but not so long that they interfere with the dog's normal stride. Short nails encourage proper posture, which in turn places less stress and strain on the dog's muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints. This is especially important for active dogs. Shorter nails also have a lower risk of catching, breaking, or splintering, or tearing. The canine nail. Now before you start trimming your dog's nails, let's talk about the anatomy of the canine nail. What we actually call the nail is just the hard keratin outer shell that serves as an extension of the epidermis. Underneath this hard shell is the softer dermis, the portion of the nail that is soft, fleshy, and infused with nerve endings and blood vessels is known as the quick. Under the dermis, at the very heart of the nail, is a bony tip that is attached to the toe. This tip provides the structure for the base of the nail. The portion that is clipped during the nail trim is the excessive shell of the nail that has grown beyond the dermis. Normally, this should not be painful, just like how clipping your own nails should not be painful. But if the nail is trimmed too close to the living tissue underneath, then the dog will feel pain. If the blood vessels within the nail is clipped, then the dog will not only experience pain, but will now bleed from their nail trim. When this happens, we often say the dog has been quicked, because the quick has been cut accidentally. Dogs that have been quicked during a nail trim grow much less fond of having their nails trimmed because now the trim is associated with significant pain. When nails grow longer, the quick also grows longer. The quick responds to the trim by slowly receding, and if another trim is made before the nail grows much longer, the quick will recede even more. In this manner, the nail may be shortened over time to an appropriate length. We cannot just take a nail trim and chop it back to the right size, not without causing immense pain to the dog. So this must be done gradually over the course of multiple nail trims done every few days. What's the big deal with long nails anyways? As busy pet owners, hearing the nails click, click, click along the floor is sometimes the only reminder we have that our best friend needs a pedicure. And we oblige because we know we're supposed to have their nails trimmed. But why do we bother? The anatomy of the dog's foot is extraordinary. As humans, when we walk, our toes and metatarsals, the 5 bones in the center of our foot, are flat on the ground. But all dogs are digigrade, which means their toes carry most of their weight. A dog's metatarsals are not flat on the ground, and instead they bear weight differently. These problems are especially important to remedy in older dogs that may already struggle with arthritis or aching joints. Sometimes the joint issue is just because of long nails. If you hear them click around as they walk on hard surfaces, it's a decent indicator that they are way too long. What's the big deal with long nails? Long nails are detrimental to the dog's overall health and well-being. Long nails have a greater risk of catching and tearing. Not only can torn nails bleed a lot, but they can also be exceptionally painful and take a long time to heal. Long nails change the position of the dog's foot and the overall weight distribution across the paw. Overgrown nails result in a higher rate of injury, arthritis, or torn and broken toenails. It also leads to the joints above the nail becoming more sore or causing joint issues due to compensation. Long nails alter the balance of the dog by altering the overall posture of the dog. Dogs with long nails are more apt to slip on slick surfaces. Long nails create pain and sensitivity in the dog's toes as they are jamming the nails of the ground irritates the sensitive nail bed. Long nails create pain and sensitivity in the dog's toes, as the jamming of the nails on the ground irritates the sensitive nail bed. It can literally hurt the dog to walk and run on these long nails. This also makes many dogs leery of having their paws touched or nails trimmed because the nail beds are already sensitive and painful. Today we're going to talk about how I start nail grinding and introducing my dog to it. First off, I just show him the nail grinder and we give him cookies. We touch the nail grinder to them, make sure that that doesn't bother them in any way, and we give them cookies for it. Next we turn it on and we give cookies. Lots and lots of cookies. Just barely laying it on his paw and giving lots and lots of cookies. This is how you do force-free nail grinding. You let them make the choice to stay here. Come here. Come on. Lay down. Good. Lay down. Lay down. And we always back off to what he will accept. Pretty soon you can hang on to the foot, have it running. More cookies. Touch it a little bit, more cookies. And you notice he's not pulling his foot away from me. He's not saying, no, I don't want to do that. Lots more cookies. Now, is this his favorite thing to do? No, this is not his favorite thing to do. Is it a positive experience for him? Yes. And that's what we always want when we're working with them, is to have a positive experience so that this is not stressful. You notice because I took my time introducing him to this, he's not pulling his foot away from me. I'm not having to hang on to him. It's not stressful for him. then we're really able to then just focus on grinding the nail the right way. Now he pulled back a little bit because I'm getting closer to his quick, and that's one of the good ways you can tell so that you don't make your foot bleed. Grind all of the nail, then all of the nail bed will start to recede. Black nails, the easiest way to do black nails is from the bottom. You can see where the quick is better. But again, if the dog isn't fighting you and pulling, then this becomes a more positive experience for everybody. Good job. Another cookie? And we want to, over time, take these nails back. Good boy. So if you look here, you can see that this part of the nail is actually doesn't have any quick in it because it's like white and see-through. And then you can start to see where the quick starts, where it's going to bleed, is where it starts to turn red. And a little ways between the two, there's like this empty cavity. You're trying to get to that little bit of an empty cavity to help make that nail bed recede. The only way that you can shorten nails is if you are doing this 2 or 3 times a week. Just take back a little bit, a little bit, a little bit every time. Not only will your dog get used to the pedicure, but it'll become part of your normal grooming routine. So he's letting me know that it was getting close in that one particular area. Thank him for letting us know that by giving me a cookie. You want to sort of round this nail down. Because that's how the nail grows naturally. This dog's nails are longer than I would like them to be, so I'm going to work over the next few weeks to take them back shorter and shorter until I can no longer hear them on the floor. And that is how you groom nails.